wanna take advice from fools. I just figure everything is cool until I hear it from you.
3. NFL betting promises to be every bit as good for the wise guys as week 1 and 2. I'm Joe Duffy, CEO of OffshoreInsiders.com. Let's get straight into the betting previews. A lot of technical stuff here, admittedly, but if you're a professional gambler, this is the stuff you're winning with. Let's take a look at the official betting preview, starting out with the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland is -2 with a total of 41.5. By the way, you want to see the text copy of these previews? Just go to OffshoreInsiders.com, left column, click on the free picks and betting previews, and it'll take you directly to scoresoddspicks.com/news. Now, comparing yards per rush on offense, the better numbers belong to the Miami Dolphins by 2.0. As far as passing yards per completion on the offensive side of the ball, upper hand is for Miami by 3.2. Yards per point, though, the more efficient offense is Cleveland by 8.1. We'll discuss yards per point again in a brief moment. Defensively, the more stingy team based on yards per rush, it is a dead heat. They are even. The superior defense in terms of passing yards per completion is Cleveland by 3.9. The yards per point statistic is used by the best sports handicappers, and they say the superior defense is Miami by 3.3. Cleveland is better on the turnover department by 2. Now remember, yards per point is determined by dividing the total yards by the number of points. Offensively, a lower number means you're the more efficient team on defense. The higher number means defenses are forcing their opponent to waste yards, leave points on the field, so to speak. Some may say bend, don't break. Now, again, OffshoreInsiders.com, spread betting trends, all records are ATS. Miami is 8-2 on the road. They've covered 11 out of 16 as an underdog, but they're on a 5-0 overall skid. Cleveland, 3-7 as favorites, 0-5 at home. Some over-under trends. Miami is going under 25-11 after accumulating more than 150 yards rushing in their previous game. They've gone under 12-4 as road underdogs. Cleveland has gone under 11-5 versus an opponent with a losing record. Time to break down the against the spread predictions and information on the game between the Giants and the Eagles. Philadelphia is -9 with a total of 48. Keep in mind that is the key play of the day, which since its inception on OffshoreInsiders.com is stunning 16-5. What is the key play of the day? Go to OffshoreInsiders.com. Get more details, but you will see with all the power and intel that goes behind this pick, including some of the stuff we're going to tell you about today, no wonder it's about to go to 17-5 with the Giants-Eagles winner. Now, commencing with running the ball, the better team in terms of total yards per rush is Philadelphia by 2.8. Key numbers say the better play insofar as passing yards per completion would be the Eagles, but by a very narrow 0.3 margin. Squares are oblivious, and the sharps impose the bookmakers the yards per point statistic. Offensively, the more effectual unit is Philadelphia, but by a fairly modest 0.9. Now the same numbers on defense. Yards per rush has the Giants better by 2.3. Passing yards per completion, so superior defense is Philadelphia by 3.2. The more disruptive defense in terms of yards per point is the Giants by 2.3, and the Giants' net turnover ratio is actually better by 2. Now, spread betting trends. Giants are 3-8 off of a spread win. Eagles are 7-3 after allowing more than 30 points in their previous game, but they are 0-7 after accumulating more than 350 total yards in their previous game. Again, all these OffshoreInsiders.com trends are ATS. Underdog is 11-2 in the series, and the Eagles have covered 6 straight head-to-head. Now, some over-under trends. New York has gone over 10-2 off of a spread win, over 19-5 after allowing less than 90 yards rushing in their previous game. Philadelphia has gone under 23-9 after scoring more than 30 points in the previous game, but over 11-4 overall. Again, folks, if you want the winner, the spread winner on the early kickoff, Cincinnati and San Francisco, late info has that winner. It's at OffshoreInsiders.com. Now we're going to take a look at the Saints and the Texans as far as passing yards per completion. It is the Saints by 0.2. Employing yards per point. More effective offense is Houston by 0.6. Now let's take a look at the defensive side of the ball. Yards per rush, the Saints are actually the better team by 0.7. Upper rated defense based on the provisions of passing yards per completion is New Orleans by 1.1 yards per completion, better than the Texans. Now the yards per point statistics says the superior defense is Houston by a stunning 15.4. Houston has a small edge in net turnover ratio as well by 2. Now some spread betting trends. The Texans are 1-6 as underdogs. Saints are 8-1 after allowing more than 250 yards passing in their previous game. 6-14. New Orleans has gone over 23-8 off of a spread win, over 8-3 off of a win, and under 11-5 after accumulating more than 250 passing yards in their previous game. And now let's take a look at one more. The Patriots and the Bills. New England is laying 8.5 with a total of 53. We can tell you this just so happens to be on a long line of winners from America's greatest sports service, God's Tips, which is the anchor of OffshoreInsiders.com. Simply put, God's Tips going back to the score phone days, the winningest sports service of all time, and the NFL specialists. Now, the leader in terms of rushing yards per attempt on offense is Buffalo by a surprising and pretty significant 1.6 margin. Also in offense, when it comes to yards per reception, that distinction, not too surprisingly, goes to New England by 4.4. Again, Vegas Sharps monetize yards per point. Patriots on offense are better by 4.4. Defensively on yards per rush, the gap favors New England by 0.5. The more elite team at halting the passing game, according to the passing yards per completion, is the Bills by 3.1. Yards per point determines the tougher defense belongs to the Patriots by 5.1, and in net turnovers, the incomparability favors Buffalo by 1. Spread betting trends from OffshoreInsiders.com. The Patriots are 45-20 after accumulating more than 350 total yards in their previous game. 37-17 is a favorite of 3.5 to 10 points. 45-21 on the road. New England is 7-0 in Buffalo. Buffalo 6-13 on AstroTurf, 8-13 at home versus an opponent with a winning road record, and 2-10 as home underdogs. OffshoreInsiders.com also tells us over-under trends. New England has gone over 7-0 after allowing more than 350 total yards in the previous game. They've gone over 15-2 as favorites, over 18-3 overall. Buffalo is going under 11-2 off of a win. Under 37-18 is an underdog of 3.5 to 10 points. Again, you want the text on this and previews, the official betting previews of more NFL games? Go to OffshoreInsiders.com. In the left rail, you will see the links to free picks, previews, and more, and that'll take you to ScoresOddsPicks.com/news. Again, all the best sports service picks, every single one, is at OffshoreInsiders.com. Why? Because most of the nation's top handicappers have exclusive arrangements with OffshoreInsiders.com. Those who do not, we pass along those plays to you at the Master Lock Line, which gives you usually anywhere from $200 to $300 worth of sports service plays if you bought them individually. We give them to you for $16. It's all at OffshoreInsiders.com.